Hey loves, welcome to the Beat Life Co. Today I'll be showing you how I achieve flawless foundation for my oily skin using drugstore products. There is one product that is high-end, and I'll explain why I choose to use it when we get to that part later in the video. So keep watching for a budget-friendly oily skin foundation routine. To prepare my skin for the foundation application, I'm going to moisturize using Dove Intensive Care Nourishing Cream. You can purchase this at your local pharmacy store for around $5. To prime my face, I'm going to use Becca's Evermatte Poreless Primer. This can be purchased at Sephora or online for around $40. This is the one product that I choose to spend money on because it's the best primer that I've used for my skin. I've tried lesser expensive brands and they just didn't hold up. This primer allows me to wear my makeup for 4 to 6 hours without having to blot, and after the 6 hours, I usually just kind of apply powder as I need it to my T-zone area. Now I'm color correcting my hyperpigmentation marks using LA Girl's Pro Concealer in orange. You can purchase this at your local beauty supply. This concealer is fast drying, so I like to apply it in small areas and blend with my finger until I've corrected my entire face. Doing this helps keeps the concealer from setting before I have a chance to blend it out. During this process, I like to make sure I get the under part of my chin because I do grow hair down there, and the methods that I use to remove the hair sometimes leaves me with really ugly hyperpigmentation marks. So I try to make sure that I correct those imperfections. As an added layer of protection for my oily skin, I like to powder my face using this air-spun loose face powder. You can purchase this at your local pharmacy store for around $5. This step also helps to smooth out my skin by minimizing my pores. So for foundation, I'll be using the Black Radiance Color Perfect Liquid Foundation in the shade Cocoa Bean. This can be purchased at your local Walmart for less than $5. This foundation is awesome for my oily skin, y'all, for real. Like, it's extremely matte. It has a really large color range, and the applicator tip makes it really easy to apply. So yeah, and did I mention that it was less than $5? Like, foundation for less than $5? Where they do that at? Please let me know. Let me know. Especially for oily skin. That's the best part, that it works really well for my oily skin. In addition to my foundation, I'm going to be using the CYO Shimmering Bronzing Oil. And I'm just going to put that in the places that I would normally highlight. So like on my cheekbones, my forehead, and down my nose. Now using a really dense brush, I'm going to just like pat in my foundation, making really slight movements, and I'm just gonna pat that in everywhere until the foundation kind of isn't moving anymore. I'm gonna avoid the areas where I put the bronzing shimmering oil until last, and then I'll just blend that in everywhere too. And then I'm also going to make sure that I go over my eyelids. I just like to make a nice even palette so that my skin is all one color for when I do actually apply my eyeshadows. So at this point in my routine, I do stop and I apply my eyeshadow and eyebrows, whatever look that I'm going for that day. And then after I do that, I come back and highlight and contour. I just like to let the foundation kind of sit in and marinate on my skin before I start just applying product on top of product. So now that I've gotten my eyeshadows and eyebrows on, I'm going to use my Cinema Secrets foundation palette in the 500 series, and I am going to use that color right there on the edge to highlight under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose. I'm also going to do it on my forehead and my chin area. I just wanted to use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn on top of that, and as I stated before, I like to place the LA Girl Pro Concealer and immediately blend it before it has time to dry, because other than that, for me, it dries really, really fast. So I have to kind of move, do one section at a time. And to blend out those concealers, I'm just using a synthetic concealer brush. And I'm just, again, like I did with my foundation, I'm just patting. And I try to take that up the side of my nose a little bit and down to the corner of my nose. Now, using my Cinema Secrets foundation palette in the 200 series, I'm going to take that really dark shade and I am going to use that as my contour. I like to contour from the top part of my ear to the corners of my mouth. Well, not all the way to the corners of my mouth, but leaving about an inch and a half, well, about 1 to 2 inches of space between the edge of my line and my mouth. I also like to contour my nose and a little bit on my forehead. And to blend out my contour, I'm just going to be using this very dense tapered synthetic brush from Japosique, or however you say it. I probably messed that all the way up, but yeah, I got it a while ago though. And of course, we can't just leave that concealer like that. So I'm going to take that same dense brush that I used to apply my foundation. And I'm just going to go on the edges of my highlight and my contour to make sure that everything is nice and blended. It transitions well. I even take this brush and kind of put it actually on where I highlighted. And it just kind of makes everything go blend together really nice and smooth without taking away from my highlight color. So now it is time to set all that concealer, and I'm going to be using my Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Honey Glow, and my Real Techniques beauty blender or beauty sponge to place that powder onto my highlight and set it. To make my contour stand out even more, I like to just use the powder highlight to go right under where my contour ends at and just kind of emphasize it a little bit more. To set my contour, I'll be using the Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Milk Chocolate. I'll be using an angled fluffy brush to apply this. To set and blend my entire face, I'm going to be using Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Warm Hazelnut to set my entire face. completes my foundation routine. All of these products can be found at your local pharmacy store, Walmart, or beauty supply. The products are very inexpensive but offer a great finish when applied the correct way. If you like this look, please thumbs up this video and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at beat_life_co. You can follow me on Snapchat at ibeatlife, all one word. Or you can find me on Facebook at ibeatlife, all one word, or beatlifeco. Please rate this video and tell me any suggestions, color combinations you may have that you'd like to see me do. And until next time, be blessed and have a great day.